guys, have you ever woke up one morning and was like, hey, what is classical conditioning?
No, what is that?
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. Classical conditioning, also known as Pavlovian conditioning, is a type of learning that pairs a neutral stimulus with a stimulus repeatedly to evoke a reflex.
To condition my subject to get the desired result, we're going to start using pulse conditioning. Using pulse conditioning, we're going to have a subject rest for 2 minutes, and in that 2 minutes, we're taking their resting heart rate.
After taking the resting heart rate and the 2 minutes is up, we tap a pencil 5 times. This is what we call the unconditioned stimulus.
After the unconditioned stimulus is executed, the subject gets up and begins doing jumping jacks for 30 seconds.
When the 30 seconds is up, the subject sits down and we begin taking her heart rate. Her active heart rate is what we call the unconditioned response.
We performed this exact process with 5 trials, but on the 5th trial, instead of the subject doing jumping jacks, we tap the pencil 5 times and go straight to take her heart rate.
As the process goes on, the sound of the pencil tapping becomes the conditioned stimulus.
When we take our heart rate, we find that the subject's heart rate rose by 6% from her resting heart rate when the jumping jacks was removed from the 5th trial.
To prove and make sure our results were accurate, we performed the same experiment on another subject. The first subject was not an athlete, just an average teenager, but this subject is very active. She is a surfer and a hiker, so we found a subject who had a different kind of lifestyle.
Subject 2 begins the experiment the same exact way as Subject 1 and continues doing it for 5 trials.
Just as we hoped, Subject 2's heart rate rose by exactly 50% without doing jumping jacks.
The experiment was a success, and our hypothesis was correct.
Classical conditioning is a cool way of training someone or something to do something.
After this video, I hope you guys gained a greater understanding of classical conditioning.